Hi there. Today we're going to add a little bit of core strengthening to your regular workout. And there's a lot of purposes in core strength training. Of course, the core is attached to all of your other body parts. And so when you start feeling strong in your core, you start feeling strong everywhere. When you start breathing stronger, then all of a sudden everything tends to work better, including even your digestive system. Also, when we know how to breathe and we know how to align ourselves, our posture improves. We actually look taller and slimmer. So those are all great benefits from doing some core training basic exercises. And all of today's exercises are taken from the Pilates series. And if you haven't taken a Pilates class before, I highly recommend it. This will give you just kind of a tiny touch of what a Pilates class is like. This is just basic mat Pilates. I'm not wearing any shoes. You don't have to wear shoes. All you need is a mat. And we're going to work 5 major sections of your core. Of course, your core is all connected. It's all intertwined and all interconnected. But the parts that we talk about the most are the rectus abdominis, which is this part, goes from your ribs down straight this way. Okay. There's your obliques, which are on the sides. They go down this way. There's your transverse abdominis that wraps around the lowest part of your abdomen and all the way into your lower back. And then it attaches into your lower back muscles. And so it's important to work all of those in order to get all of the benefits of having a strong core. So we're going to start with some basic breathing, learn how to do basic Pilates breathing, and then we're going to go into 5 basic exercises that you can practice any day, adding on to your regular workout, and you'll really start to see and feel a difference as far as being longer and stronger, because we want a little lengthening to all of these muscle groups, as well as getting a taller posture and feeling stronger in our core, because that, of course, leads to feeling stronger everywhere. So the first thing we'll do is we'll lay with our feet down, pull the arches off of the mat a little bit, but your toes are down and your heels are down and your knees are up. Now take your tailbone and just tuck it slightly under you, and that should suddenly start to feel like you've got a little tighter across here. That's good. You want to feel tight and flat across the lowest section of your abdomen. And you want to take your shoulders and tuck them behind you so that you feel strong underneath your arms and into this upper part of your back. So shoulders into back are going to be strong and hips are going to be strong. And when you breathe in yoga, you breathe down really deep. In Pilates, when you breathe up into the actual lungs. Take your hands across your ribs here. When you breathe in, pretend that you're wearing a corset. So you're breathing through your nose and then exhaling through your mouth. When you breathe in through your nose and you have that corset on, it pulls the navel and the lowest part of the abdominals up under and into this part of your rib cage. When you exhale, it knits across your ribs and makes it real flat. So your core contraction stays constant rather than ebbing and flowing and flopping around. It stays strong. So practicing the Pilates breathing does take some practice, and it's something that you'll want to do a few times during your day, just at random times to sort of get used to it. So if today is your first day doing something like this, be patient with yourself. Okay, so then we're going to work this top part of the rectus abdominis. We're going to keep our hands right here just to double check ourselves. Breathe in through your nose. Exhale and push up through the top of your head and continue to curl up until you're rounded up and over your rib cage. When you breathe in, come on back down slowly. Exhale, push up toward the top of your head first, adding space between your backbone. Squeeze until you can really feel that contraction, and then breathe in on your way down. Exhale, curl up, being very careful to really squeeze the abdominals in. That's the important part, not how far you go. And it's slow and it's controlled. And it's really not a crunch because you want to add length in your spine. So think push up to the top of your head. Add some length here. If at any time your navel is poking out rather than in, then don't go as far. Navel should be pulled in all the time. last one like that. Okay, now working into our obliques. Bring one knee in and straighten the other leg out. Now bring this leg, the straight leg, up to about 45 degrees and put it in a tiny little high-heeled shoe. Put the other foot into a tiny high-heeled shoe. Now leaving it right there and really pulling that knee in. Now put your hands behind your head. That same cervical nod, bring it up, curl up over your ribs, take a look, make sure your navel is down, and then turn your shoulder towards that knee. Every time you switch legs, you exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull the knees in, set it down. Good job. If that was easy for you, go back and do a few more. Now we're going to work on the lowest part, the transverse abdominis. Put your hands by you, and you can have them in a fist for extra strength in your arms, or you can have your hands down just for balance. Bring your feet up and really try to straighten up through your knees. Put them in little tiny high-heeled shoes. As you breathe in, bring your feet down to about 45 degrees. Exhale and bring them back up. Now, if you feel this part wanting to poke out, then your range of motion needs to be smaller. The important part is keeping all of this contracted and pulled in. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pull the knees in for a moment. Okay, so that's for our lowest section. Do that again if you needed a little more work on that. Now for the lower back. So all of this goes around and attaches to your lower back. It's important to work that section as well. So here's what we're going to do for today. Lay your head so that your face is down and towards your mat into your hands. Get real strong across your hips on both sides. The back is tight and the front is flat. Pull your navel away from the mat. Don't let it poke down into the mat. Pull it away. And then take your shoulders, push them back down and behind you to where you feel stronger right back here. So what we'll do is we'll breathe in, and as you exhale, lift the elbows first and then the head. And then push up and out of that lower back. Breathe in and come down. Exhale, elbows first, and then the head, and extend. And then come down when you breathe in. Do that 3 more times. Exhale, elbows, head, extend. Bring it down when you breathe in. 2 more. Exhale. Last one. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. And that is just your basic core work that you can do at the end of any workout or whenever you need to add some core to your day.